All right, so today we're gonna do a stuffed chicken fried something or other. Don't know what to call it yet. I'll figure that out. But I was driving home thinking about what I could cook. It's about 5:25. Got a baseball game tonight, so got some chicken breasts that are thawing. So I think I saw this thing on the internet. It gave me the idea, but I'll put some veggies in it, wrap it in some prosciutto, throw some cheese in there, make it nice, happy, creamy. Fry it up in a pan, and then finish it up in the oven. Do something real simple with just some microwave quinoa, brown rice, and make a pretty simple dinner. I think I got some broccoli in there, something we can do as a veggie. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the prep, and then we will move forward with the rest of the dish. So a quick little tip, when you're cutting up these peppers, you're gonna get this little white stuff out of here. So I just usually slice it down, make them nice and flat. I also want to make sure you get the stickers off. That is not, that's not very tasty. So, get these all cut out, get them de-seeded, and then you can just chop away, chop away, chop away. So I got all my veg prepped. I'm going to do the cheese now. A little bit of cheddar, some Gruyere, shave some, what's left here of the Parmesan. So just good, flavorful, creamy cheese. I'm going to put these in strips. With respect to the veg, I'm doing it like in strips because I think it'll lay easier and nicer in the inside of the chicken breasts. Cheese in there. Multiple styles of cheese is always nice because it's just different flavors. Don't know how much of this I got left here, but find some pieces we can use here. Now, the thing I learned, if you're gonna make pasta visual, this rind, you save that. It's good flavor in any soup, quite frankly. Give up some good flavor. And umami. Go look that one up. All right, so now a little cheese for the chef. Now we're going to do the chicken breast, like I said before. Get the plastic out. Should have left my knife on the cutting board. It's always important to leave your knife on the cutting board where it's safe and sound so you're not stabbing people in your kitchen. So for these suckers, I'm going to go with a smaller paring knife. You just want to get them up on their side. Just create a pocket. Just going to go straight in. Just cut right down the middle. These are honking huge, thick Costco chicken breasts. Almost all the way through, but so just create a nice pocket. Same as here. So now those are just about ready to go. Now first, what we want to do though is I want to saute up all this veg, make it happy, and we'll stuff it all in there with the cheese and we'll be good to go. So I'm going to start off doing just the non-stick here. Oop. Got to get it started, of course. And we want to get our onions out of the stove. There we go. Again, like medium heat is what I like. Sure centered. Olive oil. Now these are all going to cook about the same time, so they can all go in together. once I get it in there, you know, I'll try to chop up these so these are individual onions. And whoop, whoop, lost one already. Not quite hot enough because those didn't sizzle. So that's one of the ways you can tell. If they go ahead and sizzle, you're good to go. But we'll wait here. Just put it in. What the heck? Let's get her done. So these are going along nicely here. I don't want to cook them too much. I want to just soften them a little bit, just get some more flavor. As you can see from here, I got the chicken breast with a little bit of salt-free Cajun seasoning on it. Again, just a good all-around seasoning. But I just want to soften these. Not really color them. They should cook inside the chicken when we're baking them, but they're going to be sort of surrounded, so I don't think they're, you know, I don't know how much they're going to get done, so I want to make sure these are done and flavorful. We're about there. Oop. Escaped pepper. Yep, so those are good. So I'm going to drop that. I'm going to put these in a pan because they're going to need to cool a little bit, or a bowl. They're going to need to cool a little bit. But you can see these are soft, a little bit slimy, I guess, looking kind of. They got a sheen to them. So I'm going to put these off to the side. And now I'm going to let, like I said, let that cool. I'm going to keep this pan, so this has got good flavor in it. So the veg is softened. I'm going to reuse this pan. I tried to use the aluminum, the stainless steel. It would stick, which is a good for in certain instances, but with the prosciutto, we don't want that to stick. We just want to go to cook it. So we're letting the veg cool. We're going to stuff these. I'm going to wrap them in prosciutto. We're going to fry them up and then bake them. So what I'm going to do right now is preheat the oven. I don't know, 375. Who knows? Figure it out as we go. So I'm going to drop this out, do a little prep, and I'll be right back. So these vegetables have sort of cooled. They're probably a little too hot, so, but I gotta get this done here. So I'm going to stuff the first chicken breast here. Some lovely goodness and happiness. Push it all the way in the back. Get it fit there. Piece of the Gruyere. I'm going to go for 2 Gruyères here. A little bit of the cheddar. A little bit of Parmesan. Here you go. Put it all in. A little more veg. Overfilling them, but it's gonna be a little bit challenging here. Just lay that on there. It's kind of difficult to sometimes off. So again, I'm going to sort of improvise here and hope that this just sort of holds. Get these going. I got kind of a messy finger here, messy hands. I think this is a big piece of cheese. I'm just going to do one of those, one of these, some of that. So if I was using the stainless steel, I wouldn't have to worry about the handle. I could just put the pan right in the oven. But since we don't have that, I'm gonna have to get a little baking dish that these guys can go into. We can put them in the oven. What we're looking to do is just get this crisp, put the flavor, get a little bit of sear on the outside of the chicken, but most of the stuff's going to be done in the oven, and we'll definitely have to use the thermometer to figure out when these guys are done here. My best guess would be 15-20 minutes maybe. So when you're trying to get a crisp on something, a lot of times you just want to leave it until it's seared on one side before you flip it, so form that crust. So these have been cooking for, I don't know, a couple minutes now. I'm starting to see a little bit of white on the chicken breasts themselves. I'm just going to use my hands to slowly try to flip this so I don't dump everything out and get it everywhere. Got a nice color to it. Stove is ready. So just get a little bit more color on this side. And then we will drop it in the pan and bake away. But you see how there's a little bit of whiteness there, but there's still pinkness right there. So it takes a while to sear these to get them actually cooked, but all you really want to do is kind of get that color on the prosciutto. You can roll them a little bit. Try to get as much of the surfaces cooked as you can. Obviously these aren't perfectly flat. Good flavor. Not like what's not to like about Fancy Pants ham. All right, starting to see a little bit of color again. I'm gonna roll them back over just to see how it looks before I drop them in. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. See that beautiful color? And I'll leave them a little bit more on this side when they go in the baking dish. I think I'll lift them in place. Just gonna try to scoop them up. There we go. I think I'm also gonna add this extra cheese on here. Extra flavor. Save it for myself. All right. Into the oven. Alrighty, so the timer beeps. Let's see where we're at one more time here. I have to burn myself. Chicken breast is giving up a lot of juice there at the bottom of that pan. Hope we figure out something to do with it. Still is only saying it's 150. That's 160 there. That's 161 there. $166, $164. So I think these are done. All right, so I got the broccoli steaming. Again, you want to make sure you do not burn your fingers on these suckers. Just get good cheese out of there. use the tongs to hold the sides. Well, again, I'm going to let this rest for just a titch before I start cutting into this. So I'll be right back. All right, so we'll take this. Actually, I'm going to use my serrated knife. Whoops, that's not that. Serrated knife, because I think it's going to cut a little bit better without trashing all the good stuff on top. All right, so let's see what this looks like here. Open it up. Nice and white, ooey gooey. Looks pretty good to me. We'll slide those up onto plates and serve it out. So there you have it. We've got some vegetables stuffed, prosciutto wrapped chicken breasts, pan fried, baked, broccoli on the side, 90 seconds, got some quinoa going. Pretty good. I'm your Huckleberry.